on.
I'm dumb as fuck. I'm dumb as fuck. I'm dumb as fuck.
With all due respect, he's also suffering from anal bleeding.
I'm dumb as fuck.
Can I have your attention, please?
I'm dumb as fuck.
Smart marks!
I'm dumb as fuck.
Go home here!
He's also an avid cock hunter.
The art of wrestling.
He's unstoppable!
The art of wrestling.
Number one contender.
The art of wrestling.
And there goes the big boy!
The art of wrestling.
Keep it up, my nigga!
The art of wrestling.
You're gonna have to deal with it.
The art of wrestling.
Talent is not sexually transmitted.
Me and my friend Mark, we're gonna start.
What's up, you crazy kooks and Arkanites?
Oh
This is great.
Why are you trying to make that
It's not that I'm trying to make it a thing, it's just that I'm trying to get a sense of... I need a catchphrase at the very beginning. And this is the only thing that I came up with. So I'm just gonna stick with it until I can figure out what's something else I can do.
Welcome to the Art of Wrestling. We're not as shitty as Woo.
Welcome, guys. This is Greg, host of the Arc of Wrestling podcast. We're here joined by Mike. We have Jonesy. Jonesy is dying over there because he got a cocksucker in his mouth.
Yep.
And we got Wesley.
Greg. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
We were singing a nice melody to put a lime in a coconut.
That was horrible.
Before the
Never do
show.
it again.
We're singing the
It
fucking
gave us
Banana
cancer.
Boat song.
And the banana boat.
No. Yeah,
Great. And we have Hunter.
We're better than Top Turnbuckle Wrestling Podcast.
Oh.
Shit on the past.
Remember that from 2.5 years ago?
Hey guys, remember when Top
Whatever happened to them?
Where are you, Mark? Where are you, Matt? Huh? Suck my cock.
Remember when Top Turnbuckle had the most viewers on Twitch and YouTube? A year and a half after he started after us. It's good times.
What are they doing now? Oh wait, nothing.
Oh.
Remember when Mark and Matt wanted to invade the podcast?
Yeah, never
They
happened.
wanted to sabotage a podcast, and then we brought Mark in here once. He just straight up no-showed the fucking show.
No balls.
Yep.
I'm
Well,
gonna tweet
guys.
him. I'm gonna tweet at him. Hashtag no balls.
We are 3 more Monday Night Raws away until WrestleMania. That means 3 more 3-hour-long Monday Night Raws where nothing is happening.
And don't forget the couple Smackdowns.
Now, because we are on the fast lane, we are in the fast lane on the road to WrestleMania. I'd like
We're in the
to
handicap lane.
I like we're in the handicap. Oh, it's so much. Wait, handicap lane.
Yes.
Is there other lanes now specifically made for the handicap?
Yes. Did you not know that?
Called the
Jesus
Greg
Christ,
lane.
Greg.
I know the
yeah,
carpool lane. I don't know about the handicap lane. I don't know there's a lane just filled with a bunch of retards
Hey,
driving.
how about the HO?
Oh my god.
Is that better?
Well, this just took a dark turn.
They got the
Yeah.
bike lane, too.
Off a
That's
cliff.
stupid.
It wasn't going to be a great podcast anyways. Guys, I am introducing a new,
Into a quarry.
very temporary segment. It's called the 2015 Progress Report for the Fast Lane on the road to WrestleMania 31. Hashtag fuck your play symbol.
Calm down, Bill O'Reilly.
And where we are going to give a progress report onto the build for WrestleMania 31. I have felt this has been very underwhelming run-up season for WrestleMania 31, and I feel rather than talking about all the redundant shit that happened on Raw, we could talk about the specific stuff, things that we should be expecting as build-up for the WrestleMania 31 matches. So, on that note, since the card hasn't been officially announced,
Kitty!
we still have a lot of speculation of what the card's gonna be. And we're gonna start with the ladder match. It is now a 6-man ladder match. Not all people have been announced, but they're giving us a good idea of who it's gonna be. It's Bad News Barrett, Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, Luke Harper, probably,
Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose,
And R-Truth.
and R-Truth. Which, first off, when they brought in Luke Harper into the mix, I was kind of relieved because I thought it was going to be Sheamus for the longest time. But then JBL made a slide comment that made me think that Daniel Bryan's actually not going to be in the ladder match. And where Daniel Bryan starts chanting,
Oh boy.
and JBL makes this asinine comment saying, like, I don't know where you're going, Daniel Bryan, you're not going anywhere. As kind of like maybe saying that Bryan's probably not going to be in the ladder match. And we're probably may still end up getting Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Hey.
Did we get another Sheamus video package?
Yes.
Yes. So he is still,
Yes.
Yes.
possibly on his way in.
Can I say R-Truth is going to be the whitest man in this match?
For what reason?
Just cause.
He's been acting like a black man for stealing the IC championship so much.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you heard me say it. I'm gonna be like Paul Heyman and shoot the entire night.
Racial shit.
No, Paul Heyman didn't shoot. He just took a giant dump over everybody.
It was such a good promo.
He
As
took
his
a
mic,
giant...
as his mic dies, like,
Well-
what, 3 times?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it when we get to the Reigns Lesnar section. So the 6-man, it's kind of built. Are you guys excited for the match? Are you excited to see kind of like the Money in the Bank match, but now it's an IC ladder match, kind of
Yes.
being the Mania again?
It's going to open, Maggle. It's going to open the show.
I'm glad that they're actually putting time and
It's
effort.
gonna be on the pre-show.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Oh, that would suck so much.
If that's on the pre-show, I'm not watching the rest of the show.
It's probably gonna be the tag match, honestly speaking. There's no tag match kind of being built. They're still kind of building around the international uppercuts, which I like.
Is that what you're calling them?
That's kind of what I'm
Jesus
giving a
Christ.
spin on their name.
Every fucking week. It's a new shitty nickname.
Well, online they have they call them the European uppercuts, but freaking Tyson Kidd isn't European; he's Canadian. So why not just call him the international uppercuts, like he was when he was with Justin Gabriel as the international airstrike?
Oh my god, shut up, you suck.
And I actually like that. I actually like that tag team name too.
You know what the good thing is about
What?
fucking Kid and Cesaro? No Adam Rose.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that is
miss
the
Team Cat.
best thing.
I
No,
miss Team Cat.
Listen, because he's gonna get his ass kicked at WrestleMania by Zack Ryder. So
Oh yeah, Zack Ryder. Let's talk about the Battle Royal then. Zack Ryder has been announced. He made his official statement that he is entering
Yay.
the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Also,
Favorite wrestler of all time, Zack Ryder.
Also, they have they finally replaced Cesaro's Andre the Giant statue, and gave it to him today apparently. So now he has the actual statue with his name engraved in it. So that's pretty cool.
I thought it'd be just him on a plinth or something.
On a what?
Plinth?
On a plinth?
Plinth.
Oh. Okay. As for that, Cena was kind of teasing that he was going to be in the Battle Royal tonight. Was. Until Stephanie gave him a fucking reason to still have a match with Rusev.
fucking Stephanie warped the shit out of him verbally.
Oh, yeah.
Does the Cena Stephanie segment?
Yeah. And which will lead to our next discussion of Cena Rusev.
Woo.
So, how are you guys enjoying it right now? The whole Cena Rusev feud. Mike?
Well, I can't stand super serious Cena. It sucks. It's the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, he had that fucking, aggressive Cena face on tonight. And the fans were booing him heavily tonight. There was progressive, even Stephanie fed off the crowd reaction when Cena was getting booed. And Cena, I'm not going to say that he played a heel card, but he was definitely kind of, maybe I'll spin it a little bit onto the other side, but he's obviously not going to make the turn.
The best part about tonight was Curtis Axel.
Yes!
And Axelmania.
Absolutely.
So over.
That's awesome.
Axelmania.
Axelmania! The way he chops his arm when he does it too is fucking hilarious. But they're not going to do much with it. Obviously, he's probably going to be thrown over the Andre the Giant Battle Royal pretty uneventfully. Well, speaking of which, I wanted to get you guys. They've already announced a couple people for the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. They had The Miz, Ryback is thrown in there, Curtis Axel, Zack Ryder, Adam Rose. Out of all the people who are pretty much left on the roster, do any of you have a slight prediction right now? Of course, we'll get to it when we get to the WrestleMania prediction show. But any of you have a small prediction right now as to who could possibly win this year's Andre the Giant Battle Royal?
Sheamus.
Mike's saying Sheamus.
Oh god.
Was?
You
Now that you say it, I completely forgot that they could definitely put Sheamus in that match now.
They probably will put Sheamus in that match.
Yeah.
It'll be like the surprise, motherfucker.
French fries, mofo.
I'm gonna get fucking lampooned
Surprise,
because
motherfucker.
I'm saying this because you guys are assholes. I want Zack Ryder to win.
I want you to die in a fire.
Oh, well, who
Because I
wouldn't?
know that
It's-
he's not, which sucks.
Hunter, how about you?
I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to the Royal Rumble or the
The Royal Rumble.
Andre the Giant Battle Royal, whatever.
It's pretty much anybody who isn't in a match on WrestleMania.
What, is Luke Harper in it?
No. Luke Harper is supposedly going to be put into the IC belt.
Oh, I don't even know.
Which, that would have definitely been my pick if he wasn't put into that ladder match. Because they kind of did the same thing last year. I think they built it up like Big Show was probably going to win. And then they ended up having the surprise win to Cesaro.
I don't know.
they-
Jack Swagger. Let's just go Swagger.
Oh, that would so help his career.
Wait. People.
Since he hasn't done shit lately, so we might as well get him going.
Jonesy, how about you?
I don't know.
Good talk.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to make a prediction yet.
How about this? Could you guys see the possibility of an NXT star debuting and winning the Battle Royal?
Baron Corbin.
Sad Corbin. As he gets tossed over the top rope.
Baron Corbin is sad because he has a trophy bigger than him.
Dude, he has a stomach face. He pushes french fries into his belly button.
Aw.
His belly button eats the trophy.
Speaking of NXT, this Thursday, they are going to be in Columbus, Ohio for the Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah.
stupid thing.
The Arnold Classic. It's not stupid.
It's a beautiful.
Wesley is obviously going to the Arnold Classic to see all the muscled up, oiled men who are going to be presenting the stage.
Actually, I have 3 friends that are going to be in it. So, fuck you.
Oh, wow, I did not... Okay,
That's
then.
one of the 2 reasons why I'm going.
Fuck your friends.
But you will also be going to NXT, right?
Oh, fuck yes, I am.
I'm just saying, if you do not get a plug, Kevin Owens or Balor, you're
I'm
fired.
going to attempt to, Mike.
You're fired if you don't.
Fucking
I would, Wesley, I would like you to kind of be a part
Damned
of...
if you don't, damned if you don't.
I would like to take some pictures and kind of tweet on the Arc of Wrestling account on Thursday, if you
That's
don't
fine.
mind.
Yeah, I'll just put shit on Twitter and you can just retweet it so people can see
Aw, boo.
Boo!
it. I don't
boo.
want to fucking log out of my shit and then log into the art account. Fuck that
Oh
shit.
my god, dude.
Not that hard.
Fuck that.
Dude, you make everything so difficult.
Yeah,
know
you
that?
do.
You make things too difficult.
You are being too difficult.
You could do something nice for the podcast for
Well,
once.
Come over here and fuck you.
What did you do?
Hey, Wes. You know the mobile Twitter account? You can very easily switch back and forth.
Do you not have the password? I will give you the password.
No, I don't have anything.
Okay,
I
then-
asked for it.
Mike, give it to him.
I'm gonna give Wesley.
He's been a part of this podcast for a year and he doesn't have shit.
Because I didn't
I'm-
ask for it. I'm like, fuck this. I'm not gonna get on the Twitter.
Even I know the
I'll fuck
Twitter.
up somehow.
Even I know the Twitter password, Mike.
Well, you don't use it, so it doesn't matter.
Let's stop talking about our Twitter password
Hold on,
before someone accidentally blabs it out.
Hold on, I'm gonna give Wesley a quick walkthrough of how to use Twitter on mobile.
Oh god,
You download the Twiddles.
the twiddles.
The Twiddles.
You get that
And
Twitter.
On your me tab.
Twiddle
you'll
my
see-
diddle.
Yes. you'll see the two heads next to edit profile. You click that, and your secondary account will pop up.
Oh,
You,
okay,
you
cool.
click that, bam, you're on Twitter.
Hey, iconic.
Yeah, I'll tweet from it. Yeah, this weekend. So
Thank you, Wesley. I appreciate it. Let's get back onto the podcast.
The more you know.
The more you know. Divas match has been apparently been rumored to kind of be in place now, as the Bella Twins are going to be facing Paige and the newly returned AJ Lee.
that's
Fresh
like,
off her pregnancy.
Yep.
like what, 16 months?
Yep.
Going on at least.
What do you guys think? We're gonna not have a oversaturated Divas match at WrestleMania this year, possibly.
I can't wait.
Yep.
My piss break
I'm
has
not-
gotten shorter then.
Why you bring a bottle, Hunter?
Rather than a throwaway battle royal or a throwaway 12-woman tag, we're gonna get a tag team match.
That's gonna go 5 minutes.
That's probably gonna go 6 minutes.
Cat, what are you doing?
Stupid cat. But AJ's return, she got a great pop, and then which ultimately led to some CM Punk chants.
CM Punk. CM Punk.
But
CM Punk.
I'll admit to one thing. While my love for AJ has soured over the past couple of months to almost a year now, I am very, very happy to see her back again.
Yes.
No, you're not.
And
Moved on.
she is much needed right now for the Divas division. And if they lost her, they would be in a heap of trouble.
My waifu.
He was also needed in the Greg's hands are in his pants division. Am I right, Greg?
She moved. Let's just say she moved around the ground really well tonight.
She moved the ground.
No, she moved around. She moved around on the ground really well
AJ
tonight.
Lee is an earthbender.
You trying to say you raped her?
What? No, no. I'm saying her butt looked fine in those pants.
Oh
When
my
she-
Christ.
That's what I'm saying.
You didn't even like her anymore.
Oh no, I've definitely moved on, but you know you can't deny her.
Oh my God!
You can't.
Fucking relationship.
You can't deny that she is very still attractive.
I proved for my waifu.
Until you realize that Punk's assy ass mouth has been all over it.
Asty ass.
How do you know that?
Assy ass.
Assy ass.
Assy ass.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Ass.
Because they're married, Mike. If you haven't already done it in the butt by now, you're kind of not doing marriage correctly.
Oh, come on, man.
What? What?
Let's move on.
You want to do it in the butt?
You want to do it in the butt? Give me a whoop.
Bend over.
Bend over now.
Speaking of getting done in the butt, Hunter's here.
No, whoa, please.
Wow.
He called you gay, Hunter.
We're pretty going.
We got Triple H and Sting slowly making its way. Sting only appearing on pay-per-views, it seems. Doesn't have time for a Raw. We had Triple H almost fire Booker T tonight. I thought the reigns of Tom Phillips was about to begin, but sadly that didn't happen.
I actually believe Booker T was getting fired.
Can I say something real fast?
Yes, Wesley.
The hashtag for this segment was Black History Month is over, bitch. Get the fuck out.
We don't
Wow.
need you anymore.
So, yeah, so Sting still nowhere to be found. Triple H still cutting really long promos without any conceivable purpose to him.
Hey guys, let's cut a promo on the internet and talk about how you don't know politics. Heard of.
Smart Mark.
Smart marks. My issue. Here's the thing, and if for a while, here's the thing. Hashtag here's the thing. I've been for a while now. I've been making these weird comparisons to how the authority's been presented on television, to kind of how what they say and what they do on television correlates very well to kind of how WWE backstage actually operates. How there's an ego there, and Triple H is kind of stuck behind this character that is written by the man who is kind of using him as like a mouthpiece.
Shane McMahon.
And it's weird because there's this
Here comes the money.
weird dimension from Triple H being the authority figure on Raw and acting a lot like if he was Vince in the ring without all the charisma and excellence that Vince would always bring to Monday Night.
She happy.
And then you'll see him in interviews, and all he wants to talk about is NXT and how NXT is the future, and then we should be watching NXT. And I feel almost weird when I'm watching the dimension that Triple H is being presented, because here is this very likable guy from an NXT standpoint. Here he's brought in all these indie guys. He's created this almost second brand on the WWE Network, and it's phenomenal. Everybody loves it. Everybody watches
Phenomenal.
it.
Phenomenal, you say.
Phenomenal. And it's great, but then you get this other persona of Triple H on Raw, and you despise the dude because he's essentially what you hate about Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn on television. And I hope that this all kind of comes together. That I feel like what I really want to see from Triple H is like him doing like a regular shilly authority promo, and then him just dropping the mic and walking off. And there's no reason to it. There's no reason why. And then next week you have the big NXT takeover. And then you really kickstart it. And then you have Triple H pretty much saying, I'm not saying anything more than what Vince wants. I feel that that's kind of what we're getting right now. The authority is kind of a, what would you call it? A vehicle for Vince and Dunn to kind of control the show without being on the show, without Vince being the Vince McMahon character, the Mr. McMahon character on television. He's just gonna have Triple H do whatever he would do, essentially.
Yep.
And I hope that maybe we get something out of it. You know, the authority kind of breaking the fourth wall and being like, nope, we're done with your shit, McMahon. It's time to get the future started.
Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
That's what I've been thinking about for a while. It's weird to kind of see how they do these promos now, and it's so ironic to get all these similarities between the authority and the actual WWE officials. And they're booking it. They're the ones booking it and saying it, and so it's so weird to see them booking what we all hate. And what we hate is them being fucking pricks to everybody.
Including the internet, Maggle.
Maggle?
Anyways,
Maggle.
Maggle?
am I missing a match, or... Wyatt and Taker. So Wyatt cut another promo tonight.
Next to a burning coffin.
I missed it. How was it?
It was great.
Great?
It was a thing.
It was a thing.
Bray Wyatt is the best.
Let me ask you guys, how do you like the idea of them keeping Taker off television?
No.
I like it.
Yeah? Why, Wesley?
Because if you have him come back too soon, that's gonna ruin a lot of the magic. Because because here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Here's the
thing. I would
You
rather
say-
have Taker show up
You say here's the
the
thing.
Monday before WrestleMania than have him show up like next week.
Okay. Yeah,
Because-
I understand.
Like, you have Wyatt out there, it's like, find me, blah, blah, blah. And then his music hits, the lightning bolt, he shows up, and they just fucking stare each other down. Boom. End of segment. And it's just fucking right there. He's finally here. He showed up.
Do you feel Wyatt's promos have been effective?
Yes.
Creating the hype without Taker being there?
Yep.
How about you, Mike?
He set a coffin on fire tonight.
Was that enough for you to be excited?
Yes.
Okay. I want to get your guys' opinions. I wasn't sure how you were feeling about them keeping Taker off.
It's him just carrying the feud by himself. I want interaction. It kind of gets boring after a while seeing one guy cut the promo the entire time.
Taker was seen in a Michelle McCool video on Instagram, squatting 400 pounds.
Squatting.
So I think he's definitely keeping in shape. I know he's been doing marathons with her. So
You know what I mean?
all that extensive cardio and working out is something that he needs to do.
Hey-ho.
So I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see a healthier Undertaker this year than last year.
We'll have to wait and see.
Let's go. Last match, WrestleMania main event. Lesnar, Reigns. Tonight we saw the future of the WWE as Reigns went on against Seth Rollins. What'd you guys think? We saw an impressive suicide dive from over the top rope from
That's the only
Reigns.
thing he can do. That's the only thing impressive about him. I liked the apron drop kick at one point, but then I was like, meh, I've seen it.
Yeah. My issue with the apron drop kick is that he has to set up the move, and when you know that he's setting it up, it's kind of obvious that he's getting ready for it, and it kind of takes me out of the whole flow of the match.
And one thing, before I get up here, I'm hoping they pull a
As I get out of my wheelchair.
Yes.
Calm down there, Grandpa. It's gonna be okay.
Anyway, I'm hoping to pull a swerve and have Lesnar win so Twitter can implode for all the Reigns nut hugging. Because, oh my god. I'm getting tired of seeing all the little fangirls and all the little fanboys acting like Roman Reigns is God's gift to whatever.
God's gift to whatever.
Yeah.
Shout out to whatever, having a gift from God.
Okay, so I wanted to write a small little editorial piece on this,
Just start out with here's the thing.
and find a
If it
place.
doesn't, you're not rating it.
And find a place. God damn it! And find a place to post it. I honestly thought about I was gonna post this word circle, but I guess I could just give a small
Make it
assumption.
Tumblr, Greg. Come on, man.
I dislike and look. I dislike and support Roman Reigns. I dislike him for, you know, what he kind of is. He's a generic, large man who doesn't have a lot of talent in him. He definitely cannot carry himself on the mic like the rest of his family can be. But I support him because I feel WWE's ready to move on. And here's a guy they feel comfortable pushing. And not necessarily say that they're going to be ready to push a guy like Dean Ambrose or a guy like Dolph Ziggler or I just said Dean Ambrose again.
I'd rather push Rhino.
But my point is they feel comfortable. Here they
War Machine.
They finally found someone after years and years of Cena being on top who they feel comfortable actually pushing. Here's one guy finally bring a change to the typical main event scene
No.
of
Let me get. It's not somebody they feel comfortable with. It's somebody they want us to feel comfortable with.
No. I do not think it is like that, and I don't even think Reigns is going to be the guy in 2 years. I think a lot of people think. Dave Meltzer wrote a great story.
Nobody cares about what Dave Meltzer writes.
He had a great article on his website.
But he has a move named after it.
About how John Cena is the last of the main event. And while technically I disagree with him, and I think there's going to be a lot more guys who are going to be in the position of that, but I understand what he's saying. There's not going to be one main guy anymore. There's not going to be the John Cena, The Rock, the Hulk Hogan. You're going to have what I wanted for the longest time, and a roster that was like the roster back in 2001 that had so many stars that were so big and so talented and so amazing that you don't need just one guy. You can make a market behind multiple guys at the same time and push the product to be amazing.
They were so amazing and so big in 2001 that Austin had the belt the entire year.
No, Yeah. Or even 2002 as well. That main event.
Yes. When they were so big and so large that Hulk Hogan had the belt for a month.
What? Okay, yes, Hogan had the belt for a month. What's your point?
You want to keep moving on?
Yes, I am going to keep moving on. I'm supporting the idea that was
No,
a great time for the main event scene.
But you want to keep moving on about how there was more than one star? Because I keep refuting it.
There was more than one star.
And there's only
Tell
one
me-
main event.
Tell me okay, so there was one guy holding the belt for a while, but tell me one time in WWE history where you had the main event scene so injected is the right word with talent. You had Angle, Rock, Austin, Taker, Kane, Big Show, Triple H, all these guys in their prime, you would say, who straight. You don't have to have just Austin main eventing all the pay-per-views. You could throw in a Triple H Kurt Angle. You could throw in a Rock Rikishi match to draw people to watch the product. And that's what I'm saying for the next generation. We're not going to have just a Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is going to be in that picture, but we're going to have Seth Rollins along with them. We're going to have Bray Wyatt along with them. We're going to have Dean Ambrose along with them. Finn Balor. Kevin Owens, when these guys get brought up, they are going to challenge Reigns, and Reigns isn't. They will be brought up. Trust me, Triple H isn't going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars creating this great system down in Florida to just not bring anybody up from that system. It's just not going to be that way, and I know a lot of people may have their doubts about that, or they just want to.
Hey.
Calm down, Mark Henry.
Or they may just want to keep. The guys in NXT down in NXT, but there's going to be a takeover here soon.
Well, yeah, because they're trying to get NXT to where it's basically like its own.
Yeah,
like it's on the same level as SmackDown and Raw. So I mean,
it's an alternative to Raw and SmackDown.
I'd rather keep them there.
Of course, who wouldn't? But to keep the entire product great, you're going to have to bring those guys up. In which why they're going to be hiring some new guys here soon. I think they're going to be hiring Adam Cole.
Oh my God!
You have. I was going to talk about this during the Ring of Honor shoot.
Adam Cole, baby.
But Samoa Joe is booked up until April 23rd and is no longer taking dates after that specific date. I could see them bringing in Samoa Joe, Adam Cole, Uhaa Nation, Biff Pusick. I checked his matches recently. He had his tryout at the end of January, and since then he's only wrestled about 2 matches since January 30th. Granted, this is from CageMatch.net, where they keep track of where these guys wrestle. So Biff Pusick is still a possibility. Scary Mary Dobson, who we've seen a ton of times as the manager for Concession Kane and the Miz's makeup artist. I think they're bringing a lot of indies guys here soon to kind of fill in the spots that Finn Balor and Kevin Owens take up.
Isn't Adam Cole not supposed to come back to like May?
What?
Isn't Adam Cole supposed to come back to wrestling in like May?
I haven't heard that.
Because I read he's not supposed to come back to wrestling until May.
If it is, then we're gonna have to wait and see. The last thing I saw him do was flip off everybody in the Ring of Honor arena, and he walked off and didn't say a word.
Well, that's part of his gimmick, he's a douchebag.
Yeah.
If you're really gonna take anything from that, then you're as gullible as you look.
But it's been reported that he offered him a contract.
Doesn't mean he took it.
Doesn't mean he took it, but it'll be interesting if he turned it down.
The Young Bucks turned him down.
Young Bucks is a different situation.
That's the Young Bucks. Young Bucks.
Young Ducks.
Young Ducks.
The Young Bucks.
I can't wait for that tag team. It's an Asian tag team. It has to be an Asian tag team.
Super Kickle.
We forgot to talk about Rollins Orton, but I have my own issues with that I'll probably talk about next week.
Jon Stewart's gonna be in Orton's corner.
Jon Stewart, how'd you guys like the Jon Stewart segment?
That was the best thing I've ever seen.
That was the best thing of the night.
That was great.
Definitely the best thing of the night.
He cut the longest fucking promo, and it was so consistent. And so just, everything about it was great and on point. Like, you know he's been watching the product, and you know, because he spends time watching the Raw every Monday with his son, apparently. So, great promo.
You know it's sad when a comedy writer or a comedian
It's better than the WWE writers.
cuts a better promo than your own roster.
Well, I found it hilarious because the promo just felt like he was doing a segment from his show. Like, because he didn't change the way he talked. He just kind of interviewed Seth Rollins, but like turned it into a promo. It was great. That fucking Jon Stewart, best guest WWE's had since
Bob Barker.
Like, whenever he
Hugh
started
Jackman?
kind of like getting on that that role there, it sounded a lot like whenever he'd go after people on his show. You know what I mean? Like whenever like Newt Gingrich or like all those assholes at Fox would say something stupid and racist, and he gets like really fired up about it. That's what it fucking sounded like, and I was like, holy shit balls! We've got no spin zone Stewart now.
And not even a negative reaction to him coming out.
Nope.
I think the fans enjoyed him out there tremendously.
Well, he came out the Crickets beforehand, and then he kept mentioning New Jersey, and they're like, "Oh,
New Jersey.
We're supposed to like him."
And he shits on New Jersey on his show too,
Well,
because he's also a New Yorker.
he's like, "Oh, we're New Jersey, cheer, New Jersey, cheer." That's why they got behind him.
And then he kicked Rollins in the balls. Let's talk about Ring of Honor and their 13th anniversary show.
Wow.
Who saw this? Who saw this show?
Me, from top to bottom.
From top to bottom. Was we?
From the beginning to the end.
Did you catch anything?
Huh?
What?
Did you catch anything?
No, dude, I was busy watching Gem all fucking weekend. So
Oh my god. Y'all need to start watching different wrestling. Besides WWE and Lucha Underground.
Mike, I got on a fucking roll this weekend. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm watching backyard wrestling.
Anyways,
Y'all keep thinking there's just WWE and Lucha Underground, but there's other stuff.
I watched PWG and ROH. Fuck you.
You didn't watch the pay-per-view, so suck it.
Yeah, I didn't watch the pay-per-view.
You should have.
Oh.
opening match, Matt Sino defeated Cedric Alexander, in which it was a pretty fucking good opening match.
Alexander tried playing the heel there for a while.
Yeah.
If you
Which
noticed.
is, wasn't he, or was it Tadarius Thomas? It was Tadarius Thomas, never mind. I
Tadarius
always get those
Thomas was the heel.
fuckers mixed up.
How can you? Tadarius Thomas is short and fat.
And Cedric Alexander is short and fat skinny.
Shut up. My cat is sitting directly in front of my face.
Moose with Stockley
my
Hathaway
God.
and Veda Scott defeated Mark Briscoe. Moose hit the craziest fucking drop kick on Mark Briscoe, who was sitting on the top of the turnbuckle.
I just want Moose to get out of the way so I
Holy
can convey to
shit.
Scott.
What?
I just want Moose to move out of the way so I can convey to Scott.
Oh yes, please.
That's
Veda
all I care
Scott's
about.
gorgeous. Also, what the fuck does Scarlett do at ringside?
I didn't even know that Scarlett was there.
Scarlett is there at every single Ring of Honor show, just sitting there at ringside, doing
She's probably
nothing.
the bell keeper. She's probably the timekeeper.
Oh my god.
The person
What
who
a
rings the bell.
waste of a beautiful woman just sitting there doing nothing.
Because Cheeseburger used to be their bell keeper
Um,
once upon a time. So that's what she's probably doing.
Moose, recently, apparently, WWE is very interested in him.
Don't sign him. He sucks.
Nah, sign him.
He's garbage.
Sign him.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I would rather sign Moose than Uhaa Nation.
Moose wrestled
'cause you're
with
gay.
Moose tag team.
Wow,
Wow,
Mike.
Mike.
Wow, you're a homophobic piece of shit. Mike.
Before Uhaa Nation, well, I think he's still wrestling, but Uhaa Nation and Moose are a tag team, or played a little tag team role in Dragon Gate, I believe. Because I think Moose is now wrestling in Dragon Gate as well.
He's wrestling in Evolve.
Oh, Evolve, yeah, it's an Evolve. Yeah, sorry, not Dragon Gate. I wish it was Dragon Gate. The Kingdom, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven versus The Addiction.
This is what I hated. They tried to tease that Carl Anderson didn't need Doc Gallows there.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
they were-
hold on.
Doc Gallows. Oh,
Hold on.
shut your mouth. I'm talking.
God
You
damn
shut
it,
your
Mike.
mouth.
You haven't even explained the situation.
Shut up.
I didn't even finish talking about who was in the match. You just jumped in front of me. Let me finish.
right.
Let me finish. It's The Kingdom versus The Addiction versus Carl Anderson. Doc Gallows was supposed to be there, but he got stuck in Detroit via weather issues. Now go.
They had Carl Anderson cut a promo saying how he didn't need a tag team partner. Like, really? You're gonna tease tension between the Bullet Club?
Dog.
Doc Gallows couldn't make it because of a storm. And you go, oh no, Carl Anderson doesn't need beer by himself. And then they tried teasing tension between The Addiction. If you didn't notice that.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, they had like a little stare down. Like you were not gonna break up The Addiction.
I have my issue with Ring of Honor, and I'll tell you the reason why I didn't actually think this show was great at the end, and it's because of a lot to do with their booking decisions.
If you're gonna judge one overbooked main event.
No, it's throughout the entire show I felt this way.
Oh, and I had one complaint about the show. It was Twitter because they were complaining that tag teams were having matching gear.
Why were they complaining that?
I read a couple tweets that said, "Ask why are the tag teams wearing matching gear?"
Like they're a fucking team. God, Twitter, you're stupid.
Like, because Bennett and Taven were wearing matching tights, just with their names on the back, and somebody came out with, "Why is Bennett and Taven wearing the same outfit?"
Okay, well, you can't just fucking take one person from being Twitter.
Oh,
So that's
I can,
one
and I
stupid.
will.
It's probably a stupid WWE fan who's so used to regular tag teams not having a fucking character or gimmick. So used to them just being generic. Like the Ryback Dolph Ziggler tag team that was there for 2 weeks.
Oh, the thing that we don't count.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Mike,
What?
can you do me a favor?
No.
Next time they start doing that, can you retweet them so I can rip their asses for it, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Roderick Strong defeated BJ Whitmer.
Good.
You don't like BJ Whitmer, Mike?
No.
Why
He's
not?
garbage.
Yes. Yes, he is.
And I miss Carino. Carino didn't talk trash and
Oh
trash talk him.
my fucking
Oh boy,
God.
here we fucking
Commentary throughout this entire fucking show
You do
has
realize-
reduced themselves to Michael Cole and JB Hill bullshit. Straight up, this was the worst Ring of Honor commentary has ever been.
You do realize that Steve Carino was half wasted, right?
Yes, I fucking understand that.
He was drinking wine the entire show.
It sounded like it too. He was atrocious. At one point, they spent 6 minutes talking to each other. They were yelling their sentences for no fucking reason.
I think Kevin Kelly was a little buzzed too.
Anyways,
Dead silence is not good as a professional radio interview.
ODB with Mark Briscoe versus Maria Kanellis. And this is where I really start having issue with Ring of Honor's booking.
Oh boy.
And for some reason, all my problems...
He's gonna cry because Bennett and Briscoe got involved.
Oh, no. That's not my fucking... That's not my issue at all. My issue is...
Who's making a drink?
You have 5 months, 6 months of Jay Briscoe chasing after the title of love from the Kingdom.
What?
This is one of the biggest stories we were pushing on Ring of Honor.
That's when he was world champion and wanted his belt back.
And then he didn't get the belt. He ended up never getting the belt. Who ends up taking the belt? ODB and Mark fucking Briscoe. That's who, after 6 months of Jay Briscoe trying to get the belt from the Kingdom, and he can unsuccessfully cannot get the belt away from the Kingdom. It is ODB and Mark Briscoe who actually take it away.
Cause you know why? Matt Hardy wasn't there.
Why couldn't they just give the belt to Jay Briscoe at the end? That is the resolution to the feud. That is what he was been chasing. He should have gotten the belt at the end of that feud, and that's it. But no, they had to fucking potato the fucking feud over to Mark Briscoe and ODB to fucking end it. It was bullshit. Everything about this fucking feud is bullshit.
You do realize Jay Briscoe was still part of the feud till last week, alright?
And then, wait. AJ Styles versus ACH.
No.
What?
You do realize that Jay Briscoe was in a tag match last week.
Okay.
It's the Kingdom, right?
He didn't get the fucking the title of Love Belt from. That's what he's been chasing this entire fucking time. For a second, I thought they were gonna turn the title of Love into the new like women's belt in Ring of Honor. That's what I thought it was gonna turn into. But nope. It's over. The feud that was supposed to end when Jay Briscoe ended up ending later on. Stupid. And then even it gets stupider. AJ Styles versus ACH. And then the Knights of the Right Dawn, I think is what they call them.
AKA the Kingdom.
AKA the Kingdom.
It's the Kingdom.
It's the Kingdom. They show up and they're pretty much in the crowd for the rest of the show. Until the main event, where they don't unmask themselves. They just hit all the Kingdom's finishing moves, and then they leave. What
Alright,
a
Cat.
stupid fucking cat. AJ Styles
Shut your
ACH. What do you think it was, Mike?
Go. Hold on. Go.
I thought it was a good match.
Alright. It was alright. AJCCH knows how to take a Styles Clash.
Yep. I mean,
and I also have a theory about the KRD. If it's not the Kingdom, it's the Young Bucks and AJ Styles.
so you think it's the Bull Club?
Maybe. Because he only got involved towards the end, but we'll get into that later.
But AJ Styles was in the ring when the KDR came out.
They didn't get involved, though.
They didn't get involved, but he was still in the ring, so wouldn't that shoot down your idea that
How
AJ
many
Styles
came out?
3.
2? Was it 3?
Yeah. It was 3 the entire night.
Then it's the Kingdom.
And then at the end, when they attacked, spoilers, one of them, his shirt came up a little bit, and he had the purple Kingdom shirt up on from underneath.
I didn't see. I saw him try to raise his arms, and the other two were like, "No, don't do that."
No, yeah, I remember distinctively seeing a purple shirt under the KRD.
Yeah, I didn't see
that. Red Dragon with Shayna Baszir, who is a UFC women's fighter, defeated the Young Bucks.
She's part of the 4 Horsewomen.
Yes. Defeated the Young Bucks of Matt and Nick Jackson. Great fucking match. And I realized that Red Dragon is probably one of my favorite tag teams right now. Probably I probably like them just a little bit more than the Young Bucks now.
I just want them to lose the belts because I'm not a fan of super long title reigns.
Yeah.
But
they're always super long in Ring of Honor most of the time.
I'm not this long. I'm ready for change. Like I'm all for people winning a belt, but then when it's too long,
they don't have any other tag teams in Ring of Honor though. That's the thing.
They could have put the belts on War Machine.
It's weird that New Japan and Ring of Honor are literally are showing the same tag team division. Red Dragon, the Time Splitters, and the Young Bucks. Especially now that Forever Hooligans are out.
I could have think of a bunch of Ring of Honor tag teams that could beat Red Dragon.
Who?
They could put the belt on the War Machine.
Well, Raymond Rowe did come back, but
before he got hurt.
Yeah, before he got hurt.
They could have put the belts on the Decade. They could have put the belts on the Addiction. Who else? Brutal Burgers. You know.
Oh, please, Mike. Please, Mike.
There's a bunch of teams that Ring of Honor could put the belts on.
Not really.
They keep them on Red Dragon.
And also Red Dragon, best finishing move, just for its name itself. I fucking love that finishing move.
Chasing the dragon.
Chasing the dragon. You know it's a heroin.
Is it?
Yeah. That's what it means for. That's what it means when you chase the dragon. When you inject heroin. Yeah. That's why I like the kick before they do the spike down, because it's kind of like the kick is wrapping the band around your arm, and then the brain buster you would call it is the injection. Anyways,
we're getting too far in depth into this.
Jay Lethal defeated El Patron.
Dude, worst match of the night.
Yeah, it was disappointing.
Because Jay Lethal is still the TV champion. Take the belt off of him already. He's beaten everybody.
Yeah.
Take the belt off of him, please.
Uh,
He's had a longer reign than Red Dragon. With their title belts. He's won the belt last year at their anniversary show.
Yeah.
Like, get it off of him already. Come on.
Yeah, it's difficult, and especially Del Rio, El Patron, isn't supposed to be wrestling in Ring of Honor for that long.
He's wrestling in April.
Which means what? 2 tapings?
There's also Supercard of Honor in April.
All right, 2 tapings and an
He's
IPPV.
still booked. He's still booked for April.
He's still booked for April. That's 2 tapings and IPPV. He's gone by June.
You do realize that AJ Styles has been wrestling in Ring of Honor for over a year, and he doesn't wrestle every month.
Yeah, but
All right then.
but at least AJ Styles comes back once in a while.
It's a
We're not going to see Alberto Patron for another year, meaning until next April.
No.
And if the AAA Lucha Underground contract's legit, yeah.
No.
Okay, we'll see. Jay Briscoe defeated Tommaso Ciampa, Michael Elgin, and Hanson in an overbooked four corner survival match.
Was I the only one that was hoping for Hanson to win?
I kind of wanted it.
Hanson or Ciampa?
The thing is, you kind of... I realized seeing Hanson in the ring that I wanted Raymond Rowe back. And then when Raymond Rowe came back, and all commentary could say was Ray Rowe, like 18 times in a row. Pissed me off. So yeah.
Ray Rowe.
Ray Rowe.
I was waiting for him to turn on Hanson. Because he stood in the ring for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And like, is he going to turn? Is he going to stand there? What's he going to do? Then he just
This match was way overbooked. Oh, and let's state Samoa Joe came back and cut a really fucking not that great promo.
He broke the mic, Maggle.
And like you could see Ring of Honor was trying to get him out of the fucking ring, and he kept like he started talking over his music. Like he wanted to be there and he wanted to talk. He was so emotional, and they were like, "We need to get the show on the road. let's move on."
Show your mission sauce for a Maggle.
I was kind of happy to see Samoa Joe back, but at the end of this show, I'd rather see him in WWE. The state of Ring of Honor right now is fucking. It's in a weird place. It's becoming a WWE light. It is my issue. They are doing the same bullshit that TNA ended up doing. They are overbooking their shows. They are making these redundant storylines happen. Your shit's all over the card. And it's bullshit. It's just bullshit.
You're probably the only one who thinks that the WWE like.
No.
Like, you're legit probably the only one.
No, I'm not saying it is a WWE light, but it's turning into a WWE light.
That's what I'm saying. You're probably the only one who thinks that.
Alright, and I'll be the only one who thinks that.
Or in Strike, but well, Strike's an idiot. And doesn't watch wrestling.
I have... The matches are fun. Nothing wrong with the matches, but when you have a match so crazy, overly booked like that Fatal 4-Way was... I don't know how you could be like, that was great professional wrestling. All 4 men in that ring had no connection to the fans. Mark Madden made a... I
don't care what Mark Madden has to say because he hates wrestling. He is a sports reporter writing for a wrestling website and he can't stand wrestling. I don't care what a non-wrestling quote-unquote
he's a fucking
reporter
idiot.
Has to say.
He's a fucking idiot, and I'll make that point right now. He is a fucking idiot.
He will be the first one to go on record and tell you that wrestling is fake.
Of course, but then even then, I would also kind of be that way too.
No,
it's not about pro wrestling being fake. It's about...
No, I'm saying he does it in every article he writes, and he drops it more than once.
Yeah.
So
he even did it in this article as well.
Yeah, no, don't even read it. I don't care what he has to say. He's an idiot. I don't care.
Trying to find it. Probably not going to find it. But yeah, I have an issue with Ring of Honor. It's booking. For some reason, whenever a wrestling company brings in an executive, and brings in an outside company to kind of fund itself and get it on the road to success, end up doing the same bullshit. They look at their top competitor, they see WWE, they order the company to follow the same fucking way WWE does. And that's why I think Lucha Underground is being so successful right now. They're not doing anything WWE's doing, and they are getting fans that I never thought would ever watch something like a Lucha Underground.
You also can't place the blame on Ring of Honor if they're being told to do something by a superior. If Sinclair Broadcasting is telling them what to do, you can't place the blame on Ring of Honor.
Sure, but the Delirious is still booking the show.
Yeah, but he also has a boss to answer to.
Well, that's my thing. They are finding a very sharp line of being a WWE-like company and sticking to their old roots. Ever since that big WWE acquisition of all the Ring of Honor guys, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, Chris Hero at the time, it feels like there's been a lot of lost heart in Ring of Honor. They've had to, make new stars, and a lot of those stars haven't been that great. With Adam Cole gone, you have Briscoe, who's,
the worst world champion in history.
A homophobic redneck.
The worst world champion in history.
You have Michael Elgin, who cannot carry a fucking promo for his life, and the crowd completely hates him.
Let's just say, if the Ring of Honor crowd hates you, you're doing your job correctly.
They hate him in a way that they hate him in a way that he shouldn't be hated. He's not generating the heat because he's being a big heel. He's generating the heat because he has kind of Xbox heat.
Well, they're still hating him.
Hanson was just a throw-in because Rowe wasn't in here, and Tommaso Ciampa's the only legitimate person, and he sounds like a pedophile when he speaks.
Oh my god.
I'll say it. Briscoe or Ciampa has a higher voice than I thought he would have. The tone in his voice is very high. That's what I'm saying.
So that makes him sound like a pedophile?
Kind of.
You're an idiot.
Anyways, that's Ring of Honor. I didn't think the show was that good. I thought it was okay. It wasn't as great as I thought it would be. Best match of the night, tag team match, by far. By tag team match, I mean Red Dragon versus Young Bucks. Mike, what did you think was the best match?
It was a great show. This is coming from somebody who doesn't have very high expectations for wrestling in general. Just goes with the flow. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. And the show last night was good.
It was a good show. It was entertaining.
Yeah,
it was entertaining.
Unlike some of you guys, I don't make my expectations for a wrestling show too high.
My expectations for a wrestling show aren't high. I just don't like to be treated like an idiot when I fucking watch a wrestling show.
Well, stop watching WWE then. Because they treat you like an idiot every week.
Mike, if I didn't have to do this podcast every week, I would have quit watching Raw 2 years ago.
That you threatened to do 2 years ago, you never did?
Yes. That was legit the time I was going to quit. And I ended up sticking with the podcast, so you shut your mouth. Anyways, guys.
You can tell the other retards to come back in.
Did they even leave?
No, they're still here.
Leave. Fuck you, Mike.
I'm muted and reading stuff.
Looking up news.
Let's do Pop Up and Bunch and.
Oh, are we not doing news?
We kind of went over news unless you have something.
Yeah, you didn't talk about the Bill DeMott thing.
At all?
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
And I'll make a point because it's happened before in the past. This isn't the first time a developmental talent has come out to.
I have to pee. I'll be right back.
To publicly denounce Bill DeMott. It's happened before. It's gonna happen again. Quite frankly, Bill DeMott's been in the position that he's been in for obvious reasons. That he is a hell of a head trainer. For probably the sheer fact that he's very militaristic in his ways of being a head coach. Almost along the lines of the Sarge back in the WCW Powerhouse, their little developmental thing down there. Will something come of it? No. If you don't know, Judas Devlin came out and publicly denounced Bill DeMott in multiple ways. He made a lot of claims that they're probably very true claims. For as much stuff that I hear from about Bill DeMott, like, I'm not surprised from what I see. He states that Bill DeMott constantly refers to Oliver Gray, who is not hired by WWE anymore. He got released about almost a year ago now, as Joel Pedophile.
Oh.
Oliver Gray.
Oh.
He made a statement when Dante Dash referred to his finishing move as the Davy Boy, as it was utilized by the late Davy Smith, who tragically died. Coach DeMott made the following comment: "The Davy Boy, what, turning blue and dropping dead on the lawn?"
Aww.
And then apparently he treats Enzo like shit.
Well, he's got a reason to, because Enzo is trash.
He told him to fucking kill himself, and that is why Bill DeMott is my hero of the week.
Yeah, he told people to kill himself because they were mourning over a late FCW wrestler who committed suicide. Like,
Because of Bill DeMott?
this shit, it's not surprising to me because it's happened before. Dolph Ziggler's brother came out when he was in NXT developmental on Bill DeMott.
To be fair, he came out as soon as he got released about it.
Yeah.
That was kind of sour grapes.
But frankly, even if you said some of this stuff while you were under contract, you'd probably be fired. So, people are doing it to save their jobs, necessarily not to, come out during their run just to say shit. Well, the only person who could do that is AJ Lee.
That's letting you know.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
This shit isn't surprising, and WWE's not gonna have a. It would be surprising if they followed up on this. Apparently, Bill DeMott freaking told some dude on Twitter to kill himself, and the dude posted it on because he tweeted about Bill DeMott, and Bill DeMott went after him, and then the kid ended up putting out the tweet. So, DeMott's not building credibility for himself, but it's not like they're gonna do anything. He's been in that position, he's tenured. Unless he fucking ends up going Ben Wall on someone's ass, I don't see him going anywhere.
Yeah, it's just fucked up. Because I read that whole fucking article, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Well, it's 'cause he's got a military mentality.
Yeah, it's like remember, it's like the Sarge from the old WCW developmental.
And I guess that's what they're blaming a lot of it on, like the way, like, because of how like garbage Powerhouse was.
Yeah.
Like, and how they did all that shit, where like, they're gonna make you do the move wrong, so you can see what would happen if it went wrong, and it's like, oh, fuck.
I think didn't he like pick up? Oh, he ripped a shirt off of Rusev. It was like a New York Jets shirt, and fucking just ripped it off of him when Rusev was still recovering from a neck surgery.
Yeah, and he I can't remember. I think it was the same guy who came out about all this shit, and he's like, yeah, I had a fucked up neck, and DeMott was like, oh, fucking just work through it, you'll be fine. And apparently, DeMott was not aware of what the doctor had said to the guy. Like, his neck was hardcore fucked up, and he wasn't supposed to do anything with it. And DeMott made him fucking go through everything. It fucked his neck up even worse.
Yeah.
So, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so they've done this issue before, and I've even, I think Stephanie and Triple H even made comments about DeMott. He's not going anywhere. A lot of the NXT talent relatively respect the dude because apparently he's a different person outside the ring than he is when he's training everybody. But shit's not gonna change until the wrestlers start coming together on all these complaints. WWE's still gonna have the same faults and the same, all the poor shit that WWE's done over the years. It's not going to change until wrestlers band together, not like union sense, but if they could just come together retroactively and complain about it at the same time, then there could possibly be some change. But until then, it's not gonna happen.
It's gonna take one just a kick from a Tommy to the face to calm the Demont down.
Yeah. Pop on Botch, unless Wesley has any other last minute news.
Nope, that's about it, I think.
Alright, guys, we're gonna do our Pop on Botches. We're gonna end the show here. How about we start with a mic?
Pop goes to Ring of Honor show. Flop goes to Twitter, because you're still toxic as always. It's gotten worse the past few weeks, like extremely worse. Like, you know how everybody complains about Twitter and the IWC? It's gotten way worse, especially during Cena and Reigns segments. Oh, it's gotten very, very toxic to the point where I want to start unfollowing people. That's how bad it's gotten. Oh, and then the second flop. Toxic bad.
Like Britney Spears toxic?
Yes. And to the people who go, oh, if you don't like it so much, why don't you turn it off? Well, it's not that easy.
Actually, it's very... It's
I take 10 energy.
Go away from it.
It's very easy, and it'd be very easy for me to do it.
Yeah, well, if you're a diehard wrestling fan, it's not that easy to do it.
I am a diehard wrestling fan.
If you're a casual, then yeah.
I am a diehard wrestling fan.
Obviously not.
No, I am.
Obviously
Greg,
not, because you haven't stopped watching it.
No, because WWE isn't professional wrestling, it's sports entertainment.
You haven't stopped watching wrestling as a whole.
Because I have to do this podcast.
No, you don't.
Oh, I don't? That's news to me.
If you were a casual wrestling fan, you didn't.
Congratulations.
Trust me, Mike. If I would quit WWE, I would still watch NXT. I would
That's
okay.
WWE.
I'm talking about Monday Night Raw every week.
What about Thursday Night SmackDown?
No, I wouldn't watch SmackDown either. I would watch NXT and I would watch Lucha Underground. That would be and PWG every month. But those would be literally the only three I would watch.
What about TNA?
No. And I would probably even stop watching New Japan.
Okay.
It just sounds garbage.
Because I just can't. I'm not sure if I could do 4-hour shows like that anymore.
Oh, Crimea River.
My time is slowly depleting.
Now you know
Build the bridge and get over it?
No, I still make time to watch it, Mike.
Now you know how I feel when you have to sit through their 4-hour shows. Now you know how I feel.
And I watch them in parts, unlike you.
I don't want to hear no complaints from you about how long a New Japan show is.
Okay.
I told you, I voiced how long
I still watch it, though.
Okay, I still don't want to
If
hear
you
complaints.
watch it, I mean, you technically should have the right to complain about it because you were a viewer of it. It's not like me,
Exactly.
where I'm like, okay, I'll just watch these certain matches and not watch the rest of it. I mean, if I didn't watch the whole thing, I don't bitch about it. I'm just like, fuck it, I'll watch what I want to watch.
Exactly.
I said that
Wesley
because
has a great point.
No, I said that because you know how long they are going into them.
Okay, and yet
And
I
you
still
know
watch
how
an
long-
entire show.
You know how
I don't watch it.
time-consuming
I
they
don't.
are.
I don't watch it all
So,
together.
like, damn, that's a long 4 hours. But hey,
It is.
I know how long this is.
It is a long 4 hours.
Exactly, that's Greg's point.
That's why you take it into parts. They are literally separated an hour each on
Anyway.
Daily Emotion for a fucking reason.
And my botch goes to the weather. Because it's going to rain and snow tomorrow, rain Wednesday, snow Thursday.
Rain today. For me.
After
Is it putting the fires out, Greg?
I don't know.
after yesterday where there was 2 inches of ice on the ground. Fun times.
Mike, why don't
indeed.
you go skate?
I don't have skates.
Why don't you have skates?
Because
Why
it's
would I-
in Canada.
Yeah. I'm not in Canada.
Okay, fair point.
Carry on.
Wesley.
Fuck! My pop number one goes to watching New Japan with my dad because that makes it tolerable.
What's that supposed to mean?
He means when he watches it with us, it's intolerable.
We don't watch New Japan together.
Exactly.
That's one of the things I tell you guys, watch it on if you want.
We watched New Japan last Thursday.
Because here's the thing, Greg.
Here's the thing.
There are certain matches that I can't watch, but I force myself to because I'm like, hey, I want to learn about this, so
Like
I can
what?
fucking be slightly included. Like the fucking Maccabee guy and the
You can't
Bon
watch.
Jovi looking motherfucker.
Bon Jovi? You mean Prince Devitt?
No, Prince Devitt does not look like John Bon Jovi.
I don't know who else looks like John Bon Jovi on
It's
fucking...
NATO, right?
NATO does not look like Bon Jovi.
Oh no, I called him the John Bon Jovi of New Japan.
You
That's
suck.
what I called him.
You suck.
Never mind.
Get out of here.
But yeah, the New Japan with my dad is super fun because he's like, "What the fuck is that guy?" I'm like, "That's Shinsuke Nakamura. He's pretty cool. He shakes and shit when he starts kicking you."
Swag. Full of swag.
And all that stuff.
Hey,
He's
Wesley's
really
dad,
into
I
it.
would like you on the podcast.
No, he's not
Hashtag-
going on the podcast.
Bring Wesley's dad on the
Fucking, I
podcast.
have to teach him how to use his cell phone. He's not going to be able to work Skype. So
Hold on. Carry on.
It's
I'll let
Mike.
you know when I'm done.
okay.
Is Mike tweeting it?
Yep.
Aha, jokes on you. My dad doesn't use Twitter. Suck
I'll
it,
tag
But you
in
said he listens to the podcast every week.
he does.
Haha.
Yeah, no.
So Wesley's dad, please be on the podcast. Ask
my-
your son how to work the podcast.
My second pop goes to Gem and the Holograms because I was listening to a comic book podcast the other day and they were like, "Oh, blah blah blah, new Gem movie," and I'm like, "Are they fucking talking about Gem and the Holograms?" I was like, "Fuck, I've seen like 2 episodes of this. I kind of want to watch all of it." And I found it on Netflix. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So, also pop number 3, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is on Netflix right now. So watch that shit.
No.
Also, Columbus this week. Yay, NXT. My flop goes
Flop.
to
A flip flap.
well-
I'm gonna flip flap him.
my flop goes to Chikara.
Why? Why, Chikara? What did it do to
Yeah.
you?
They did something horrible to me.
What did they
Greg.
do?
They
Who did they kill off this time?
They hurt me real bad. They hurt me real bad in my heart and my face.
What did they do? Who did they kill?
They added a team.
Oh, God.
The
Oh.
fucking King
Yes!
of Korea.
Yes!
I was so
Yes!
pissed.
Yes!
John's not gonna listen to this, but he can probably feel my seething rage right now.
For life.
Being-
Too
Hashtag
sweet.
over.
Hashtag over.
This week.
Hashtag over. Too sweet.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this is great. So who the fuck is AJ Styles gonna kill that I like in Chikara? Because it's probably gonna fucking happen. 'Cause he's a piece of shit.
Who's the team on the Bullet Club?
It's the Young Bucks.
Yeah, it's Young Bucks and Styles.
Oh, they're
No.
winning.
It's so stupid. And I fucking, if it was like if it was Doc Gallows and the fucking Bucks, I'd be excited because I like Doc Gallows.
Yo.
and I like the Bucks.
Last year they had the Spirit Squad. I want to see what they pull out of their fucking ass this year.
That'd be brilliant. But I fucking
The ass squad.
I'm so fucking mad at Chikara right now.
Fuck you. You know Bullet Club's amazing.
No, Bullet Club fucking sucks.
Bullet Club's
Hashtag
amazing.
over. Hashtag too
The
sweet.
old one was fine. The new one is awful.
Oh my god, you're just mad because Jeff Jarrett is the president.
No, I'm mad because there's 10 people in it. But I digress. Pop, my bot.
They haven't added anybody since Kenny Omega.
There's like 10 people in it. Or Mike, whatever your name is.
I'm quitting.
Fucking Baltimore
Fred.
guy.
Just call me Greg. I'm quitting.
Hey Connor, how about we move on?
My botch goes to.
Connor.
Oh, I get it. Ha. You're funny. My botch
Be a star, Greg.
to Greg. Because of his internet. Because he gave us a little scare before the fucking podcast started.
Yeah, he did.
Well, my internet's been a little messed up. I'm like, you motherfucker.
And what? It didn't happen, so you just give me the
And
fuck
there-
you anyways?
Yeah, then it just starts and then we're dead.
Thank you for
Alright,
what?
Oh, also, we may be getting a sponsor here soon because
No, we're
I'm
not.
actually really close. Absolutely, I'm close.
I better
Yeah.
see some sort of free merch or money come into this podcast.
I get a question. How close are you?
I am 95%.
Is this confirmed?
Pretty
Are you in
much.
bed with this sponsor?
Pretty much. I'm about 5 minutes away from this sponsor, so.
You're gonna have to send us confirmation of this, sir.
What okay. We're gonna have to talk about this after. What does the sponsor essentially
Can
give
we
us?
can we just keep going and talk about this later?
Alright, fine. Jonesy.
My pop goes to the Niagara segment on Raw.
I don't. Was that? Did they mess up?
Oh, that was
No.
the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Fucking
I was like, what?
hilarious.
Really?
What was it? Everybody kept on talking about Niagara, and I didn't fucking I thought
It was
Niagara Falls blew up.
Basically,
It was
it's a parody of Viagra.
Well, yeah, I know that.
and it was supposed to be. You remember how Ms. Dell was doing a commercial, and the Miz took over.
Sure.
Well, the Miz didn't know what kind of commercial it was for, and he did it anyway.
And so
Yeah.
it was a commercial for Niagara.
Yes,
Yeah.
I need to watch this.
because they were saying the Miz
Is
had erectile dysfunction. Who said the Miz couldn't be entertaining? Come on,
Is that considered PG?
no.
Talking
it's
about
not.
erectile dysfunction.
It's not.
That was my favorite segment. My flop goes to. I thought I had one.
I have a problem with erectile dysfunction. Buy some Mattel toys.
Whoa,
What?
I mean, but
this just got
What, an
weird.
erector set?
No.
My flop goes to Greg, and my botch goes to.
Greg,
Sure.
Cat, what are you doing?
Hey Hunter, what's your pop of a bunch?
My pop blue butch.
I'll be right back.
My pop is I bought a new watch. It's pretty freaking sick. $100 though, but you know.
Hey Hunter, how about you sign up for WatchAmonth.com, where every month you spend $25 and they send you a watch in the mail.
Do I get to keep that watch?
You get to keep it for as long as you want, even if you cancel your subscription.
So it's I don't know.
And look, I will even send you. Look, they're very high quality watches.
Mine's pretty nice.
I think I've sent you this before.
His was
watch has
made.
a tiny baby inside of it.
Yep.
My flop goes to the fucking police officer that pulled me over last night when I was going 80 in a 65.
That's your fault. What the fuck?
Made me take a field sobriety test, which I passed.
Good job, Drunky.
And he didn't even fine me. Didn't give me a ticket or anything.
So why are you crying?
That cop can suck my nuts.
So why are you crying? You got off with a warning.
Hunter, look, check that out.
Why are you crying?
Well, I'm not. I'm just mad that he wasted my time.
Very high quality watches.
You wasted his time.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking of joining it.
And my flop goes to that cop. I hate that flop. Cops. Fuck cops.
I hate that cop. He pulled me over because I was breaking the law, man.
The only thing about that is you don't know what watch you're getting, so when they send it to you, you kind of... Big Fish has signed up for it.
What do you mean, like, what watch you're getting? You don't get to choose what watch you get. They send you a random one.
Yeah, they send you a random watch every month.
I don't like the Loot Crate of watches.
Yeah, that's essentially what it is. Big Fish has signed up for it, and he says he
you get
kind
to
of
keep all the watches.
keep them all.
How many watches do you get? Just one a month?
Yep, one a month. And you can cancel your subscription, you get to keep the watch after it.
And they're all really nice.
No, they're nice looking. They're I think what they are, they're refurbished watches. So they take the watch, they fix them up to the best of their ability, which is apparently really good. They're high quality watches when people get them, and they work.
Oh,
They're
really?
nice. They got a big selection.
They should do that with shoes. I'd do that if they had like a Nike one.
Like a shoe a month.
Why would
Yeah,
you
you
wear
get to keep
shoes that have already been worn?
Why would I care?
Do you not shop at a
I'd
thrift
wash
shop?
them. Huh?
Do you not go to the Goodwill? It's the same thing essentially.
Why would I go to a Goodwill? They don't have nice Nikes in there.
It's the
Yeah,
same
they
thing.
do. Dude, I found a nice pair of Jordans in there. Guess who has a nice pair of Jordans now? Me.
Well, Hunter, there are shoe clubs that you could probably sign up for,
Getting
That's
refurbished-
interesting.
but most of them for women.
Well, he is a woman.
That's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna
Shots-
sign up for this watch thing.
Shots fired.
Okay, my pop goes to apparently Star Wars 1313 is probably back on the table and is probably going to be made now. So I'm happy for that. Oh, I need
Bless
to get that out. Bloodborne comes out this month. Witcher comes out in 2 months. So I'm excited for that.
Oh, continue. I'll give a secondary pop after you're done.
Flop goes to... I don't know. Shit. And my salty fuck you of the week goes to Ring of Honor. Because you need to get your shit together. Welcome to the good old days where you were all about wrestling. And shit was... Then you had great matches almost every night. And you had some of the best talent in the world. And now you're kind of overbooking matches. And it doesn't have as much heart as it did.
Shut up.
Hashtag
Anyway.
give old Ring of Honor a chance.
Shut up.
Anyway, a secondary pop goes to Microsoft because next month they are giving away 4 free games with their Games for Gold thing. They are actually stepping their game up.
Greg, why is my ex-girlfriend looking at my Snapchats right now? My Snap story.
How do you even know who looks at your Snap story?
Because you can click on
You
it.
don't know how to do that? You just click on it and it shows how many people viewed it.
Yep.
Hunter, who cares?
Hunter, put your Snapchat in the chat.
Okay.
I did not know that. That's fucking interesting.
Why are you concerned about what your ex-girlfriend's looking at?
Why is she looking at my Snapchats?
Take her
My
off your
Snap
friend.
stories.
Take her off your list.
I don't want to.
Wants the D.
All right, well then.
I
whose
want her
fault
to
is
get
that?
jealous though.
Oh my god.
She wants the D, Hunter.
The D.
Is that the
Anyways,
one- is that the one who likes Parmesan cheese?
Nope.
Oh,
She's a dolphin.
she's a what?
I'm not
she's a
even-
dolphin.
Dolphin?
I'm not even
What I
saying.
heard too.
You could
I
probably-
heard they can contract herpes, Hunter. So you should probably check yourself out.
Yeah, baby.
She trains dolphins.
Oh yeah. I like that.
Jonesy,
God.
I need to record you doing that, and I want to open up the podcast that way. With you making the okay. Thank you everybody
Alright.
for joining the Art of Wrestling podcast. We'll catch you
Are we
next.
ranting now?
Check out Sunshoot. No, hold on. After. Check out Sunshudo.tv. SCNSHUDO.
No. What?
.tv. Yeah, calm the fuck.
I got away. I went to do something. I didn't know we ended.
Home of the Arc of Wrestling, A New Legacy, and It's Trending Bang, and other great streams like that. And go check out our Twitter if you want to join us for the Arc of Wrestling podcast. Twitter.com/Arc of Wrestling. Thanks, bye.
Oh,
what?
hold on. Come and see me if you're in Columbus. Just look at the ARC account, and if you find me, say hi. Don't be weird.
We'll be
hello.
sure
Give
to
me a
dox him
big
and post
hug.
his address and his phone number and everything else.
See, Wesley
yeah.
isn't really an intimidating man, so we want to take him into the back alley and beat him and take all his money. I
Give
mean,
him a big
If
hug.
you try to beat me, I'll eat you. So, fuck off.
Well,
he's gonna need some syrup first. Anyways, bye.
whoa.
the fuck?